being that you learned, okay, yes, you are really learned, yes, and if you go through your profile, oh, the person who you are a musician, you are a singer. So after getting onto that level in education, why then choose to do music?
I like the fact that my parents, much as they encouraged me to develop my voice and paid a lot of money to develop my vocals, they also made sure that I was educated to the maximum. The whole thing of why don't you do everything and you see where you land in life, and then when you have options you can choose to say, okay, I want to do this. Yes, I have these degrees, but I wouldn't want to be a lawyer. It's too much paperwork. It's to me that's too stressful. You know what I'm saying? And I would be excellent at it, you know, but I just don't think that that would be a fun life for me. And my mom always said, why don't you choose the happy choices in life? People say, oh my God, Angela, you're so happy, because I choose the happy choices. And I was like, you know what, I'd love to do music. And that's me. I'm a diva. You know, I want long hair today. I want gold hair today. I want red tomorrow. I just want to look good. You know, my mom has the AFK Beauty Clinic and she's all about makeup and fashion, you know. So I also love that. But I also have the degrees that I can fall back on to if I choose to.
Yeah.
So my choice, the happier choice for me was to do music, which I'm an excellent singer and I have the passion for. And that's my number one love. So I'm lucky that I have the options to either choose music or the law.
The profession.
You get what I'm saying, yeah? So I chose the happy option and I am loving it and I'm enjoying it. But the law and the economics, all that helps me in running my papa's businesses and typing up the contracts with tenants, with following up on the lawyers, you know, making sure in case of anything. So all that helps. It all helps.
So that you didn't just put your papers aside, but you still practice what you learned.
Yeah.
Because we've seen many people out there, just like music was a hobby to you and then a talent that was even sponsored to develop.
Yeah.
But we see people out there that when they have a particular talent, maybe they can sing. After he or she realizing it, maybe after senior 6, she's busy like, I can't go to the university, let me just switch into music directly. What do you have to tell such a person who's thinking, my talent is just enough, I don't need to go to school for me to earn money because I can earn from this talent?
You need both. Education is extremely important because knowledge is power, you know. Knowledge is power, so you can't say that it's okay for me not to know, let me just sing. As a musician, we are going to have interviews where, like this one, where you have to smartly articulate yourself. You know, you're not going to go on TV and start talking bogos. Yeah, I didn't study. You know what I'm saying? It would help. It would help if you had used your education, have an educational background. You can present yourself in a proper way. You can encourage the youth. People listen to you when you know how to articulate yourself instead of laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? So it helps. Much as you're a musician, you can also help to develop yourself. So like my mom says, even my dad used to say, it doesn't cost you anything to have a talent plus also the knowledge and some education. The more the better.
That's amazing. Angela herself has a lot of inspirations, but well, her parents stand out to be a bigger inspiration to her. But I would love to ask her about other sources of the inspirations. Which other things do really inspire you in life besides your parents? Like your parents did a lot of work to inspire you into who you are.
Yeah.
But which other things really inspire you?
Other people that inspire me, Whitney Houston, obviously, musically. Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, and Mariah Carey. Those ones vocally, I'm in awe of them forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oprah Winfrey, you know, she struggled so hard, came out of so much adversity, you know, and with so much racism in the US and so many, you know, things that are against her. But it chose a woman that had so much resolve and determination, and she beat the odds and became one of the biggest, richest women in the US and in the world, you know. So those are women that inspire me. Someone who makes it on top against all odds. Those are great women. And yeah, to me, those are my greatest inspirations. And of course, my Jesus. I love my Jesus. That's in me. That's my blood.
What about the inspirations here in Uganda?
It's not a bit. It's almost unfair for me to talk about inspirations from Uganda because the people I am more inspired and I'm more westernized from a childhood. So the people that I looked up to, the people I followed, the people I understood were from the Western culture. So when I came to Uganda, just in being the moves, I'm there, we are struggling. Hello, but I respect my fellow artists because you have to respect somebody who's in the same hustle as you. But for inspiration, for someone who talks and you're like, oh my God, rewind, rewind. Yeah. Someone sings and you're like, rewind, I have to hit that note. Definitely the greats that I've just talked about.
The Westerners in Uganda.
But because so it doesn't mean that these are less than, but that's what I know. The Western is what I know. It is what I learned. It is what I trained my voice according to Whitney, to Tony. Everything they did. When Oprah speaks, I'm like, wow, look at the confidence. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, talking still about the inspirations, what do you have to tell someone that is watching out there who's like, I don't need anyone to inspire me. I can maybe inspire myself. What do you have to tell them?
We should clap for them, Munange, if you're lucky to inspire yourself. That's very interesting. But I think
because there are people who don't look up to anyone.
Oh, good for them because maybe they were born perfect and they can inspire themselves. They don't need to learn from anyone. Good for you. But the majority of people are inspired by somebody who was there. And it's also respect and understanding that in life, for example, Whitney Houston, the slavery, the racism that those people went through to survive all those odds and make it to become the greatest singers in the world, Oprah Winfrey, they went through hell and they were inspired by Maya Angelou. Oprah Winfrey was inspired by Maya Angelou because the people that were before you are the ones that paved the way. So you have to always give homage to that and always appreciate people who paved the way because you were not just born on your own. Things didn't happen that day you were born. You know what I'm saying? So whether you admit it or not, you have to accept the fact that so many people went through hell to pave that way for you. So unless other people just want to maybe be cool and sound, but the fact is there are people out there that made things happen for you to think that you can inspire yourself.
So I would love to ask you something that, do you do music as a hobby or as a business?
I've always done music definitely as a hobby.
As a hobby?
Yeah, before it was 100% as a hobby because I would shoot one video and release one video every 3-4 years. But since 2020, I got a new manager called Tony Ocean. And he said, Angela, you have an amazing voice. I want to manage you and let's try to do it professionally. Let's try to do it
not
commercially.
As a hobby, yeah?
Let's try to get some money from it. So he introduced me to Black Market Records. And Black Market Records, they have the knowledge of how to get money from music online. You know what I'm saying? It's not that this business of, but my song is playing every day in Chidandali and I'm a star. You're a star in Chidandali, but you're not getting any money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you work with a team, especially an exposed team like Black Market Records, who've worked with the greats in the US, the Snoop Dogs, the Who's, people that, there's so many artists that signed with them. I didn't sign with them, I partnered with them. I have a distribution and partnership and publishing contract with them, but they really helped me. They've organized my music. Now I'm getting some money online.
Wow.
So I would love, and now because of them, I'm putting much more effort. For example, in 2021, I've released like 10 videos in 1 year.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. Tony Davida, Love Me, Only Jesus, Jump In, This Boy Recently. Oh my God.
You're forgetting that.
They're. Let me remember. This is going to kill me. Anyway, on my YouTube channel, they're there. You'll see the most. You just go to my YouTube channel, you'll see Angela latest videos 2020, 2021. They are 10.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So when you work with a team and they guide you, things become so much easier, things flow, and at least there's some organization and some income coming in from it.
So do you think it's important to have a management in the music industry?
Definitely. And
it's
good
important.
management.
A good management.
But
how do you
good
tell
management.
a good management?
Somebody who's not going to just say, give me millions and then I manage you and they don't do anything, which is what they've done for me in this country. For years, hustlers. We have so many hustlers out here who pretend to be managers, but they are busy hoodwinking people, taking advantage of people. You know, they took advantage of me for so many years and made me spend millions and millions and millions. So a good manager is one who says, you know what, let me push you. Let's focus on this, do this song. It's, oh yeah, another video, yeah. But I'll keep thinking as we go. That's 7.
We shall get to know about that. We shall get to know about that video.
You know, so you get so many, so a manager who says, I'm going to take this percentage, let me bring in this kind of income, and he pushes you. Ocean is amazing for me. He makes sure I have pictures, he makes sure I have a presence on social media, he keeps reminding me, he sets me up in studio, Angela, we need songs, we need songs, we need songs. So it's such a big change, and it's always better to work with a team than alone, and that's how you know you have the right manager, because he's not hustling you. And when money comes in, you agree on your percentages and you share it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.